Hey everyone, it's Mimosa Cole here, and oh fuck, that's a dumb name. That's a dumb name. I don't know. I might change it. No, I'm not changing it. I'm calling it Mimosa Cole. I'm too unsure of myself. I think that's a legitimate problem. That I'm always too I'm never confident in the decisions that I make. Like what if I want to be called Mimosa Cole. And speaking of mimosas, I want to talk about drinking and driving. I'm under 21. I think it's totally fine to have like a beer, maybe two if you drink it like a decent amount. But mainly just one. I feel like for myself, I'm a bit skinnier than most people, I feel like. But I weigh an okay amount, so I think I could get away with one in driving. The only problem is that if you get pulled over and they do the breathalyzer thing, you can get in some real trouble if you have like alcohol in your system. That's drinking and driving if you're under 21, which that's really dumb. I feel like I don't know. Usually I wouldn't be too afraid because I don't really get pulled over too often. But a lot of times when most of the time when I gotten pulled over, it would be for, I don't know, just like driving too fast, which is something drunk people do. Maybe like swerving around. I swerve a little bit, I'd go a little off road here and there. A cop would have reason to believe that I'm drunk or that I have something in my system. If I were like that, I don't know what the deal is. If they make you like walk in a straight line first, or I'm not sure if there's any rules behind that. I've never been like tested or anything, with like one of those breathalyzers. But I just think it's such bullshit. Like, it's so easy to get away with being drunk. Getting away with being drunk while driving, that is an entire different story. I don't know. I'm saying this because I was offered a shot from one of these people I just delivered a pizza to, and I just immediately said no, because I've been told no so many times when wanting to take a shot, wanting to have a beer. If I'm the driver, if I'm the designated driver, if I'm driving, I still want to chill with the beer. I want to be on that kind of, go to a party. I still want to just like hold on to a beer. I think it's just a lack of trust. If you're driving people around and they see you with a beer, they don't know if that's your first or if you're lying and that's your fifth or your sixth. Which I think, if you're thinking of it from that perspective, which is really the only reason to not let someone drink at all. Jesus, I'm getting too into this. I get too into this. I've been like, I was really laid back and shy my first videos. I'm like, fuck it. I'm fucking going at it this time, I've been a lot of people like that, They just, it's either, they either go all in, they either get super drunk, or, don't get drunk at all, Cole, Don't go someplace, a little tipsy, even if it's really not that bad, or if it's something not that important. It's either like all or nothing. I just can't see why. I think having like one or two drinks, I don't think it's really affects you too much. You might drop your keys or you might stumble or something. That's not a big deal. You're not getting a ticket for dropping your keys or stumbling. You're getting a ticket for full on crashing your car, which probably won't happen if you have like one or two drinks. I don't know. The only reason I'm mad is because I immediately said no when they offered me a shot. I don't know. I think just the main reason they asked me was probably just because they were drunk. I think that's another reason, but I've just been told so many times, you can't have a single drink and drive, Cole. You're under 21. It's like I'm perfectly capable of having one drink and driving. And it's just a society. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be I want to say I'm like a Taxi Driver spinoff. I'm the pizza delivery driver of that movie Taxi Driver. But yeah, it's that's just me giving in to society by saying no to one shot. Because, you just ingrain it in your head when it's really not that bad. You just gotta remember to not let other people choose what your morals are. If you spend your life listening to what other people have to say, what other people say is right and wrong, you're allowed to make your own decision about what's right or wrong. You shouldn't let these people. You shouldn't mindlessly make decisions based on what these people say. You have to hear these people out and then decide what you want to do. Whether this thing that they say is wrong is actually morally acceptable or not. And, it's worth hearing it's always worth hearing both sides, both defenses. I mean, there's some stuff against, if you allow someone to drive with one drink in them, they might be more acceptable into driving with 8 drinks in them. That's actually why, so if you just completely, I know once you're 21 or older, it's different. You can have like a couple, or you can have like a .02 or whatever that is. I don't even know what that means. But, I bet if they made having like even a single drop of alcohol in your system illegal, like when you're driving, then many less people would be drunk driving. Because I was thinking about this before. Because if you're afraid of like one extreme happening, the best case thing you could do is like go to the other extreme. I think that's like a lot of these guns people. Like, they don't want like all guns being abolished. So they immediately go to the exact opposite, which is make all guns legal. Like, because a lot of these laws they're doing right now are really not that bad. Like, these are things made to kill people, specifically to kill people easier. They weren't meant for fun or for hunting. They're made to make it easier to kill people. And I think these people do understand. I'm sure they don't really care if they're not allowed to use their like grips or their laser dot sights. I don't know shit about guns from Call of Duty. I'm just like everyone else. I mean, but yeah, they're not wrong. I mean, in order to fully protect your rights to own a handgun, to get further away from like illegalizing like a handgun or a shotgun or hunting rifles, would be to just allow all guns to be legal. Which, I don't know, it's kind of a shitty thing to do. I mean, it's wrong to be, God damn, I'm brain farting again. This is what these monologues do. They make you brain fart. A conversation between me and another person, I don't brain fart. I don't say as much. I just want to get that out of the way. I don't always sound this dumb. I don't say every single sentence, maybe like half of them, but still. But a lot of some people I know like don't drink any alcohol at all, whether it's driving or in any situation, because they're afraid of being alcoholics. Some people are like this, for the like sole reason because they don't want to be alcoholics. Which I think there's always some sweet spot, I'm the only thing you're really sacrificing from not drinking is not having as much fun. But you could find a middle ground, even if it makes you more likely to be an alcoholic. That is true. But, like a middle ground for everything, like I want to find a middle ground for guns, and I think nothing is not a good time. Too much and being addicted to it is not a good time. Being somewhere in between, that's a good time. That's what everyone lives for, in that in-between space. It's when you become addicted, or, when you have 8 drinks and drive, that's when it becomes a problem. Having somewhere in between, like 1 or 2 drinks, that's not a big deal. The only reason it's legal for me is honestly to keep me away from that extreme. So yeah, I'm just gonna head back inside. I got back from a delivery. I will see you all later. Fuck yeah.